But just from your vantage point, just, on today's, with today's information, what's your sense of, where things stand, where we're going to be long term, maybe, 6, 8, 12 months from now?
There's a couple parts to that. I think in the broader, just there's the immediacy of what happens of today. What's going to happen tomorrow, next week, 90 days. We have some turmoil. Obviously, we have turmoil because of COVID-19. We also have turmoil just in our markets right now with service and values and irregularities and price and swings and mortgage-backed securities. So that's one part of it. That stuff, we think we see that stuff calming down over the next 30 to 60 days. But then as the overall overarching results come out of this, what's really interesting, we're going to see a lot more movement to and faster movement to consumer direct. So the market and consumers, we've already been doing this, and it's been happening for 20 years, right? Amazon, why is Amazon hiring as fast as they possibly can right now? Because people are buying more and more online. So consumers has started this transaction of buying directly from businesses. And now if you're at home, guess what? That's only extended, right? So now if you're a lender out there, if you think about it, your digital strategy today is more important than it's ever been, right? So you don't have loan officers out there working open houses. They're not dropping off, handing out flyers. All that feet on the street type stuff is gone. So it's all digital strategy. And, we're really seeing the market move that way. New York Times came out last week with an article that basically said something to the effect that big technology is going to be the big winner out of this, because as people are staying home, these routines. I don't know about you, but I can only imagine how many people have ordered food from like Amazon Prime or Instacart, right? And they've never done it before, right? There you go. So you're now, let me guess, you'll probably do that at some level moving forward. Right?
It's really convenient. I can't argue with that.
That's right. So once I've done a few things new. I'm like, oh, this is really convenient. I'll give you an example. This consumer trend in general, and I use this one. Think about, I like clothing brands. Just think about this. So there hasn't been any new clothing brand or shoe line that's been launched in the last 5+ years, minus a celebrity brand. Celebrity brands are always there, but minus that, other than direct brands online. Shoes, for example, like Joybird shoes or the Zix shoes that you can slip right in on your feet. I've bought maybe half a dozen pair of shoes online now. So take a look at shoe brands for men. There's no new shoe brands going into stores. They're all going on consumer direct. I'm seeing in my Instagram feed. I'm seeing in my Facebook feed. Same with clothing, Stitch Fix, all these things where you can buy a box. They send a box once a month to your house. That box has a pair of pants, a shirt, a sweater, shoes, a whole wardrobe. You keep what you want, send back what you don't want, all consumer direct. So, this movement's already been taking place, and you can already see how it's already happening and developing in our consumers. Now, as it moves more into, you're being forced to do more stuff digitally and online than you ever have before. So we really see this just speeds up the movement to consumer direct. And it's not just, doesn't mean that retail lending goes away. It just means that your consumer is going to be online digitally as well as face-to-face and in person. So having the ability to manage that is becoming very, very impactful. And in the future, it's only speeding that process up. We said in 3 to 5 years, if you weren't strong digital lender, you'd be out of business. I think what this has done is to sped it up by a year or two.